So are you married?
No.
And have you dated?
Yeah.
So when you date women, do they resent you for being like them, emotional like a woman?
No, because I don't think I'm emotional like a woman. I think I'm emotional like a man. I'm emotional like I am.
But real men are not emotional.
Yeah, that's where I think we're going to disagree.
Why?
Because first of all, the definition of what is a real man, we're real by the fact that we exist. There is no definition of what it means to be real. And I think there are different definitions for every single person.
But if you are emotional and your girlfriend is emotional, when she is emotional, how do you help her? If you're feeling,
I think there's a balance that occurs.
That she's feeling.
I think there's a balance that occurs. I think we can become the rock when the person needs that, and
but
vice
how,
versa.
if you're emotional, you can't be a rock.
I think what your definition of emotional is maybe different than mine.
And what's yours?
Mine means like being connected to what affects you and not being afraid of that. So I don't run away from that, but at the same time, when I need to be the rock, I'll be that.
One last thing about that. So when you were growing up, the boys would be outside playing.
Just a second. Why is this guy sitting that way? This guy. I just find that a little cringy. Why is he sitting that way? And the other guy, I'm still trying to figure out, like, who is he? Are they together? Like, what's going on here? Anyway, please put in the comment section below. Let's just go on.
Girls would be inside dancing.
Yeah, I had all the 13-year-old girls on lock.
And that was something.
I was 10 years old. I had no idea what to do with them, but
and there was something within you that said, "Hey, I'd rather be dancing with the girls than playing outside."
yeah, because the girls loved to dance with Joey Kolsky, because I would do my little footloose dance move, and they just fell in love with me.
You still dance?
Oh God, yeah.
Let me see you cut loose.
I'm not gonna cut loose right now.
Joshua, other than the physical part of the male, what is a man?
Well, I mean, look, gender's a construct, right? Gender is a construct that was created to create power, right? And we have bought into the construct because it makes a lot of men feel comfortable.
Yeah.
I think part of the issue with what is a man is you create this rigid definition and then you push away anybody that doesn't fit into that construct. So for me, as a father, as a man in a relationship, I think what a man is to be human. And I think that what I'm teaching my children is to not be afraid of accessing their feelings and emotions, of being responsible, of caring for their family. And these are things that I am hoping that my kids grab onto as morals and values. But I don't know that that defines a man in the broad sense, but it defines me.
You have children?
I have 2 kids.
Boys or girls?
A boy and a girl.
Really? And are you married?
I have a fiance. We're not married yet.
Really?
Yeah.
And so you're teaching your boys and girls to be emotional,
No,
your boy and your daughter to,
I don't think teaching someone to be emotional is the accurate way of saying it. I'm teaching them to have access to their feelings. Now feelings and emotions are different, right? I can have a emotion about seeing a movie, and I can go, oh, this movie is making me feel sad, and I think and I can go, well, that's fine. There isn't anything wrong with you watching something and making you feel something. But I'm not teaching my kids to be irrational. And what that means is you can have emotions, but you can't let those emotions govern your reality, right? So teaching my son to go, hey, listen, if you feel bad about something that someone said to you, that's fine. And it's okay to express that you feel bad. But you can't let that emotion dictate every action you're going to take from then on out. And so,
but if you're into emotions, how would you prevent your emotions from dictating things if you're into
well, that's a great question. It's about
Before he just goes on, I think he just clarified. So, because initially I didn't know what was going on here. Looked like, were they together, these 2 gentlemen here? But obviously he has 2 kids and he has a fiance right now. So obviously I think he's cleared. That one's cleared the air on that one. So let's just go on.
being responsible, right? So being human means, all right, I feel this way, but I'm in control of my life. I'm in control of my actions and how I express. So, Joe and I work together a lot, and Joe and I it's art, and art is, by the very sense of the word, emotional. There's emotions in art. Our job as artists is to have access to what we feel, right? And Joe can have a feeling that creates an emotion in him, and he can express that emotion. And I know that it's my job as his partner, as working with Joe, to go, all right, that's how my friend feels. He's expressing his emotion. But also, I know that I can't let that experience affect me to where I become irrational. So there's space for emotion.
So do you tell Joe to cut it out?
Not in those words.
Like, cut out all that mess. Act like a man.
Well, we've learned how to accept that we're both
We're
both very passionate about what we believe in.
Right.
And so when we get into the creative writing room, we both have opinions, and we really, like, we hash it out, which is, I think, a pretty amazing. I think it's pretty powerful what we do. The fact that we've dedicated our lives to navigating what's going on inside of us, in hopes that other people will identify with the experience.
So many people, men and women, do not have access to their emotions and their feelings, and you see it acting out in today's culture. You have people who are running into relationships that are toxic and unhealthy because they don't know how to access their emotions. You have people in power who are freaking out because all of a sudden they're feeling things and they don't know how to deal with it. So I think being in a place of, these are my feelings, these are my emotions, is fine. Being emotional often kind of correlates, I think, with being irrational. And so I don't think emotions are irrational. They may not be real. They may not be, you may have an emotion that's based on ignorance, or an emotion that's based on a feeling that's not actually happening. But I don't think the having of emotions is a negative thing. I think being able to experience it and being able to express it healthy is fine.
You said that gender is a construct.
Yeah.
What do you mean by construct?
Construct meaning that it is man-made, meaning that there's no scientific proof that it exists, except for the rehearsal of it in our society.
Yeah.
For example,
it's not God-made, it's man-made?
well, you're talking to an agnostic.
Right.
So.
I think that explains some of his explanation, because he's losing me here. I think I'm just not with a lot of what he's saying. It's tapping into your emotions here, your feelings here, you know. And I think I'm looking at Jesse, and he's never been this quiet. I think Jesse, he's really confused. But then he raises a good question. And obviously now we understand why he's thinking the way he is. This gentleman who's been talking a lot lately, this one here. But let's just go on.
So I don't know that God made gender, right? Because...
But he did. He made man and made woman for man. But let me ask you this.
Yeah. But hold on, let's go to that. So if God made man and woman, right? Talking about a powerful, omnipotent being who created for its own image and likeness a man and then a woman, correct?
From the man, from
the rib, right? From that experience, was there a breakdown as to the ingredients of the male and female?
Yes.
There was?
Yes.
Is that in the text?
Yes.
Okay, well, I don't know.
Yeah. So let me ask, is your father, Joshua, is your father an emotional man?
My father is a man who definitely has access to his feelings, if that's what you're asking me.
Right. So does that mean, yes, he is an emotional man?
Well, I still am not sure that we have the similar to the, I think when you think emotional, you think irrational. And so I'm not quite sure that we're on the same page as what emotions mean. So if you think my father's irrational, no. My father definitely has feelings and is sensitive when it comes to certain experiences, but I don't think my father's an emotional person.
Let me ask, have you seen the movie Inside Out?
No.
Yeah, he wouldn't.
So let me ask you, is your father...
Because when that rocket went up, I just want to know if a tear came out of your eye. That's all I want to know.
Have you seen Bambi?
No.
You ever seen Bambi?
No.
Have you ever seen a cartoon movie before in your life?
Have I ever seen one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give me a cartoon movie you've seen.
Popeye the Sailor Man.
Well, that's a TV cartoon, but how about like a movie?
I don't go
you've
to
never
movies to see
in your
cartoons.
entire life you've never seen. Well, you're missing a lot of art out there.
But I'm just not into
Or like
cartoons
Finding
like
Nemo,
that.
when the little tortoise falls off, and then you're worried that it's not going to make it back.
Do you have kids?
You can't help it.
Have you taken your kids to see a film that was animated?
No.
So you've not taken your children. A man
What about
has
Coco?
not taken his children to see a movie?
No. So let me ask, why is it that I'm like stunned listening to you guys right now about it's okay for men to be emotional. Growing up, I never thought I would see today when I would hear men agreeing to become like a woman.
Well, look,
rather
again,
than to be
as a black man.
Let me ask this.
Yeah.
Why is it that in society today there are people who are trying to destroy masculinity but not destroy women?
Well,
They're trying to turn men into women, but not women.
Let's
men.
go to that question.
Why
because
is that?
It's a great question.
First of all, have you noticed that?
I think I understand what you're saying,
So
but
you
I disagree with the way you're
But
phrasing
you
it.
notice this happening, right?
I notice what's happening is people are breaking down the construct. And so, you look at
But
slavery.
why are they turning men into girls?
Well, you look at slavery, and I don't know who they is, but you look at slavery.
The man hated feminists and weak men and
feminists
and the
are just
media
a question.
and stuff like that.
So look,
why are they turning?
let's go
Why
back
are they
to
turning men into girls, and why are men accepting it? I would never want to be a girl.
Right. Well, you're missing out.
Why?
But
What am I missing? I mean, all that.
What? Did he just say that? Initially, I didn't think I heard that, but that's what he said. Jesse's missing out for not wanting to be a girl or a woman as a man. This is totally messed up, man. God help us. What is going on? But hey, you know what? This is what happens, in my opinion, when we get away from God and the godly standards. God has all the standards in the Bible. That's all we need to follow. And you can clearly see he doesn't read the Bible. This gentleman, because he was trying to talk about the story of the creation before. And Jesse corrected him. So we see where we have a lot of problems here. Where we don't have a basis, a foundation, which is the godly foundation, which is in the Word, the Bible. We miss it. And we keep chasing all kinds of different things that are not it. And this is what's going on here. God help us.
The emotion and stuff is not good.
Well, women are awesome, but I also feel like
Awesome?
awesome.
In
Like,
what way?
how are women
How are
awesome?
women awesome?
Yeah.
If you have to ask that question,
Don't
I
tell
don't
me.
know what else to tell you.
How are they awesome?
How are women awesome? I mean,
we can first of all
they're-
talk about.
Let me
So
just,
so if we have a society of nothing but dudes, does that sound like a society you want to live in?
how are women awesome?
Well, that's the answer to your question.
That doesn't answer my question.
It does because if by nature.
Are you saying they are awesome simply because they're on Earth and they're women?
That's one of the
just
ways.
start there,
that-
sure.
Yeah, like
Really?
the fact that they
That's all it
exist
takes
is
for a woman?
amazing. Yeah, a woman
Have
doesn't
you
have
ever
to,
seen? I'm
A
not
woman
gonna
doesn't
go
have
down
to
there.
do much
But you
to
didn't
be
tell me
awesome.
yet how
just
she
by
awesome.
well, by the fact that she gets to exist and express, just by that is an amazing thing. Like,
But I do think that there's
You're not-
something to
you're
be
not saying anything.
But I think there's something to be said for the difficulties that women have overcome. The same way, in my opinion, the African American community has overcome certain subjugation. I think it speaks to the strength of the human spirit. And I think in the end, we are 7 billion individuals, regardless of male or female. And when you put them under pressure, we know the old metaphor of you take a piece of coal and you put enough pressure on it, you have a diamond. I think that's very important.
Are you saying that women don't buckle under pressure?
I think women have had to overcome a lot.
Do they buckle under pressure?
No.
I
Yes,
think
they do.
people buckle.
No,
under
Yes,
pressure.
they do.
I think some people have
Absolutely
difficulties.
not true.
You don't think men buckle under pressure?
I
Weak
think
men do.
Weak
I
men.
think-
Emotional men do.
I think
but
men-
not real men.
no. I think real men.
Real
and
men
you're
overcome the pressure. Weak men buckle under pressure like a woman would do.
No, but I think that's the same can be said for women, for strong women and weak women. And I think we all are overcoming our different.
Do you
difficulties.
believe women are awesome as well?
Absolutely.
And what's awesome about them?
In my life has been radically improved by every woman I've ever had come into my life.
That's so sad.
How is that
why is that
sad?
sad?
That's like just sad.
Okay, so my mother is an
What has
educator.
happened to manhood?
Wow. My, oh my, oh my. That was a lot. There's a whole lot I could say about that. But hey, sometimes it's just better off just listening and just holding on to your foundation. And that's what I could say here. Hey, Please put your comments in the comment section below. Let us know what you think about this. This is driving me nuts right now. My thoughts are all over the place. There's a whole lot I could say. But the one thing I would say, though, hold on to your foundation. The godly foundation. That is my standard. The godly standard. I believe in God, and I believe in Jesus as my Lord and Savior. I hold on to the Bible, and I allow the Holy Spirit to guide me. That's my go-to. Not what anybody else is telling me or spitting out there. Try this, try that. Tap into your emotions, your feelings. No. That's too fickle. That's why we have no basis. But please drop in the comment section. Let us know what you think about this. All right, we're about to wrap this up. You know how we like to close it out. We just like to remind ourselves that we always remember we got one life with many seasons. So let's make the best of it. God bless you, and I'll see you soon. You take care now. Bye for now.